I never thought I would even come close to experiencing any type of depression. My pregnancy wasn't easy. I pretty much went through my pregnancy alone, of course with my help of family and friends and support people. But it was a little bit complicated, a pregnancy. I went into preterm labor, so I was home early from work. So I was home before actually 2 months prior to my due date. I was a little bit lonely and I was a little bit down, but I never attributed that to, excuse me, to any type of depression. I just thought that was normal, a normal process of being home and, you know, bed rest, bedridden. And it was just wonderful. The first 24 hours was just wonderful. I was on a high. You know, I was very excited to see her, and, you know, she had a lot of hair. She was beautiful. She was my world, you know, so I was very, very excited. And I think the day before I was coming home, I was breastfeeding. Like I said, everything was really, really going well. I was sleeping. I was getting some rest. And I just remember sitting there at the edge of my bed, and it was, I'll remember it like it was it was a Sunday night, and I was sobbing. And I couldn't understand why. So I was trying to reach out to anybody who I could call to just talk to. At that point, I knew it was just hormones. I knew it was all hormones, and I thought I would get over it. And then I just felt like everything was falling apart. The breastfeeding didn't go well at all, and it just made me feel bad because I think she sensed it when I tried to breastfeed her. I knew this was gonna happen, I'm sorry. And I lived with it for so many months with the colic. We started to put her back. We put her on formula for colic. And I was disappointed in myself for that because I couldn't breastfeed her. And I never admitted this to anybody. You know, it was just horrible. Like, I'm supposed to be very excited. Here she is 6 months old. She's starting to look at me and smile, and, you know, but I still would look at her and I would have visions of her being sick, or, you know, me with my family burying her, a little casket. And it just got to the point where, you know, I said, you know what, I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to shake this. And I never admitted this to anybody. And it took me a while until one day I was listening to the news, and there was a news report about something that happened in the city, and there was a little toddler that was found in a stroller, and actually he was murdered alongside with his mother. And I was cooking, and I saw the knives, and I had to throw all the knives in the drawer. And I said, this is it. I can't do this anymore. I have to get help. There's something wrong, because I shouldn't have these visions of I never had visions of me hurting my daughter, but I didn't want to get to that point. So I said, you know what? You know, I'm a strong person. I can do this. There's nothing to be ashamed of. And I worked myself through that. And I called my mom. I said, Mom, come home, come over. I need to go somewhere. I made an appointment for a psychiatrist. And that's when he told me that I had the postpartum depression. And then from then on, it was almost like, wow. It was like bricks were lifted off. It was like immediate. To me, it felt like almost immediate therapy. It was like I was able to speak to him, and I started counting the same day, so started my medications the same day. And I want to say, within 24 hours, I felt better because I knew I got the help that I needed to get. And I knew she was going to be okay. We were going to be okay.